question that came up today and is, can I use third-party software with my Cricut machine? This is the Creative Crafters Podcast. Hi, I'm Bette from Bette's Makes, and this is Your Questions Answered. Now, that's an interesting thing, using third-party software. In order to drive your machine, you do need to use Design Space because that is the interface between what you design inside of Design Space and what your machine will do for you. However, there are some third-party softwares that you can use to create your own designs before you get to Design Space. So some of the popular ones are Inkscape or Adobe Illustrator. There are some others, and some people have even used Canva to create images and things that they want. And once you have those three things in order and you use one or all of them, you have to remember the way you are going to save the file. Now with Illustrator and Inkscape, you can save your files as SVG or PNG or JPEG. The choice is yours. It depends on how you want to bring it into Design Space. Now with Canva, if you have the paid version, you can download an SVG, but I find it's not that accurate, and basically you want to download the PNG if you're going to use Canva. Now you can grab files from a lot of other places where you don't need to do anything with them. Font bundles, design bundles, Creative Fabrica are all places where you can grab files. There is a paid membership for Creative Fabrica. Font bundles and design bundles, there is a special program they have called Premium, but you can get a lot of freebies there as well. The important, of course, is being very aware of what the limitations and the potential compatibility issues are when you're using third-party software. I use Illustrator almost exclusively, and I know I have to be really particular with my designs because sometimes I bring them into Design Space and I find a little extra line here and there, and that's not what you want when you bring it into Design Space. So you have to remember there is a need for manual adjustments inside your software to ensure compatibility with your Cricut machines. Now, you don't want things that are huge. You do have a 12-inch limitation unless you have a venture. Now, I want you to encourage you now to experiment with different software options so you can expand your creative possibilities. But in conclusion here, emphasizing the need for caution and testing when using third-party software with Cricut machines. Design Space and your Cricut machine are the interfaces that you absolutely need. The third-party software is entirely up to you, but you have to make a decision by making some test designs and bringing them into Design Space and see if they behave the way you want them to be. This has been the Creative Crafters Podcast and Your Questions Answered.